Elsa Rodriguez wiped the grease from her weathered hands as she stared at the legal documents scattered across her workbench. After 30 years of fixing everything from fusion drives to atmospheric processors, she thought she'd seen it all. But inheriting Luna Station Omega from her eccentric Uncle Victor was beyond anything she'd imagined. "You sure about this, Elsa?" Helen asked, adjusting his pilot's cap as he reviewed the flight manifest. His ship, the Wandering Star, had carried her through the asteroid belts and beyond for the past decade. "That base has been dark for 15 years. Could be anything waiting up there." Elsa folded the inheritance papers and tucked them into her tool belt. "Victor always said the moon held secrets. Maybe it's time someone found out what he meant." The 3-day journey to Luna Station Omega gave Elsa plenty of time to wonder what her uncle had left behind. Victor had been a brilliant engineer, but his theories about non-terrestrial technologies had made him a laughingstock in the scientific community. Now drifting toward the dark side of the moon, Elsa began to suspect her uncle might have been onto something after all. The station materialized from the lunar shadows like a metallic spider, its 8 arms extending into the moon's surface. Solar panels caught the distant sun's rays, but the main habitat modules remained eerily dark. Helen guided the Wandering Star toward the docking bay with practiced precision. "Atmosphere's good," Helen reported, checking his instruments. "Power levels are minimal, but life support is functioning. Your uncle built this place to last." Elsa shouldered her tool bag and stepped through the airlock. The station's corridors were clean but silent, emergency lighting casting long shadows across the walls. She made her way to the main control room, her boots echoing in the emptiness. That's when she found the first sign that Luna Station Omega wasn't as abandoned as everyone believed. The central console was active, displaying star charts she didn't recognize. But more disturbing were the 3 sets of footprints in the dust. Footprints that were definitely not human. They were too large, with 6 toes, and they led deeper into the station. Elsa's hand instinctively moved to the plasma cutter on her belt. "Helen," she whispered into her comm unit. "We might have company." Following the alien tracks, Elsa discovered a sealed section of the station she hadn't seen on the blueprints. The door bore Victor's handwriting: "Emergency Protocol 7. Do not enter unless humanity depends on it." Her uncle's dramatic flair hadn't diminished with age. The door responded to her genetic signature, sliding open to reveal a vast chamber filled with impossible technology. Crystalline structures pulsed with soft blue light, and in the center of the room stood 3 beings unlike anything in the xenobiology textbooks. They were tall and graceful, with 4 arms and skin that seemed to shift between silver and gold. Their large, multifaceted eyes fixed on Elsa as she entered, but they made no threatening moves. "Human," one of them spoke, its voice harmonizing with itself in ways that shouldn't have been possible. "Victor's heir. We have been waiting." Elsa's grip tightened on her plasma cutter, but something in the alien's demeanor made her pause. "Waiting for what?" "For someone who could understand," another alien replied, gesturing toward the crystalline structures. Victor was wise, but his body failed before he could complete the work. "You have his knowledge, his skills, more importantly, you have his courage." The third alien stepped forward, extending all 4 arms in what Elsa somehow recognized as a gesture of greeting. "We are the Zephyrians. Our world dies, consumed by a stellar plague that devours everything we once knew. Victor promised to help us find a solution, but time ran out." Elsa studied the alien technology surrounding them. Her engineer's mind began cataloging the components, recognizing familiar principles hidden within the exotic design. "This is a terraforming array," she realized, "but not for changing worlds, for healing them." Victor was close, the first Zephyrian confirmed. The theory was sound, but the quantum resonance calibrations were beyond his understanding. We hoped his successor would possess the missing insight. For the next 6 hours, Elsa worked alongside the 3 aliens, her hands flying across both human and Zephyrian interfaces. The technology was beautiful in its complexity, using quantum entanglement to restore damaged ecosystems across interstellar distances. But the calibration required something uniquely human, an intuitive understanding of chaos and order that even advanced alien civilizations lacked. There, Elsa said finally, making the last adjustment to the crystalline matrix. The harmonics should stabilize now. The chamber filled with resonant music as the device activated. Through the viewing portal, they watched as energy cascaded across space toward the Zephyrian homeworld, carrying with it the promise of restoration. The lead Zephyrian approached Elsa, its four hands weaving together in a complex pattern. Humanity possesses something our species lost millennia ago, it said. The ability to see solutions where others see only problems. Victor called it stubborn ingenuity. Elsa laughed, recognizing her uncle's phrase. He always said humans were too stupid to know when something was impossible. Perhaps, the Zephyrian replied. That is why you succeed where others fail. As the wandering star prepared for departure 3 days later, Elsa looked back at Luna Station Omega with new understanding. Her uncle hadn't been crazy. He'd been preparing humanity for its role in a larger galactic community. So what's next? Helen asked as they settled into their acceleration couches. Elsa smiled, patting the data crystal the Zephyrians had given her. It contained the locations of 17 other species in need of humanity's unique problem-solving abilities. Next, old friend, we show the galaxy what humans do best, she said. We fix things that everyone else says can't be fixed. The stars awaited, full of impossible problems that only human stubbornness could solve.